Hello guys, ciao a tutti e a tutti. It's good to see you again. Thank you for watching my previous content. I do believe that you like it, and if not, if you have any suggestion, then please write it down below in the comments. I wanted to do a bit of a Q&A. Today we're going to talk about Italian stereotypes in the world, so let's start. This is a very super funny question because I don't know the recipe. I don't know who the hell is Alfredo, honestly. I looked it up online and I saw that it has a bit of a tradition from immigrants coming from Lazio and going to live to the United States. But I don't know how and why the Italian communities overseas came up with this recipe. And I've never been served pasta or fettuccine Alfredo in my entire life, and I am 100% Italian. I don't know any friends or family member that has ever eaten it. I don't absolutely like it. I don't know the recipe, as I said. You won't be served here in restaurants at all. You won't be served as a guest dish that some grandma will serve you, some mom will serve you. I've never been served this kind of dish as a kid. When I was a little child, from my grandmothers or my grandfathers. My mother doesn't know how to cook it. My mother-in-law doesn't know how to cook it, so it's very funny. I do believe it's something that is really belonging to the Italian community living in the United States, or probably in Australia or New Zealand or the northern countries. But here in Italy, we don't know what that is. We a bit of, I don't know, laugh at that, with all due respect, of course. It's food, and as the world knows, we consider food as very important and sacred, since many people don't have it. So I'm not joking about this, I want to be very clear, but it's funny for us because if, say, you have an Italian boyfriend or an Italian girlfriend and you come in Italy to visit his or her parents, you will not be served fettuccine Alfredo or anything Alfredo. You will probably be served lasagna. You will be probably served pasta with, I don't know, whatever the seasonal ingredients is available at the supermarket or at the local fruit and vegetable market. You will be served, as I said, lasagna or meat or fish or maybe desserts. You will be served tiramisu and so on. But definitely that is not common in Italy. It's not an Italian dish, so we don't eat it. I looked it up online and I saw it has panna, cream in it. So there's something you need to know about us Italians. It's a bit of a secret, not very sneaky, but you probably don't know it, and that explains a lot why we don't eat pasta Alfredo. Basically, Italian people have a weird relationship with cream. We have a salted version of cream, which is panna da cucina. I believe in your country is probably called sour cream or simply cream. And then we have the sweet version, which is called panna da montare, and it's probably whipped cream, called whipped cream in the United States or in England, or in other countries in the world. We called it panna da montare. We love the sweet version of cream. We love whipped cream. We love panna da montare. We eat it on a daily basis in summer on gelato. I will probably eat it this afternoon when I go pick my kid up from school, summer school. We have gelatos with cream on top of it, with cream on top of it, and that's fine. We love it. We use it for cakes, birthday cakes, and desserts, and so on. But we have a very, very bad relationship with the salted version. So we don't eat that much cream or sour cream. We don't use it in soups. We don't use it in recipes. There are very few recipes that really involve a lot of panna. Cream is considered a heavy ingredient. I mean, heavy in order to digest. It's very fat. It's considered not very healthy to serve to children and kids. So mothers won't serve that to their children, and grandmas won't cook it. Unfortunately for you, I'm sorry, but we don't use it because it's considered a bit of too fat, unhealthy, and hard to digest. So it's not common to see in a daily basis recipes or in the real daily life or in a kitchen. I don't have it in my fridge. I don't have it in my cupboard. My mother doesn't have it in her cupboard or her fridge. So we really don't buy it, and mostly it is considered a very cheap ingredient if served in restaurants. Say you go to a restaurant, for example, with your friends and families or colleagues and so on, and someone at some point says, oh, this food, oh, this dish has such a lot of cream, I will digest it in a week. That completely changes the way the entire table, the entire group of people at the table sees that restaurant and that chef. Cream in Italy is considered a cheat ingredient because you use it when you don't really know how to cook properly. So you use a touch of cream to melt the ingredients properly, and it becomes a very creamy recipe, and it's very gooey, and it looks yummy, but it's very hard to digest. And we consider that chef at that point not very good in what he's doing, so we probably won't go back to that restaurant. So this is why, guys, we won't eat pasta Alfredo. Yes, it is true. Many houses to this day still don't have the AC. I don't have the AC. See, this is my living room. You will probably see here a ventilatore, which is a small fan, and we use it. And during the night, we open all the windows in our apartment, and it's called corrente. I don't know how to say it in English, but we sleep quite well because opening the entire amount of the windows in the house creates some sort of a slight breeze, which is fine. Today, here we have 29.5 degrees Celsius. I don't know how it is in Fahrenheit in your country, but I can tell you that it's very, very hot. Europe is currently experiencing a very hard heat wave. There has been an alert in France, in Portugal, in Spain, and in Italy. But I have to say that we are probably a little bit used to this strong heat than people from other countries. So no, we don't have it. The basic reason is the cost of electricity. It's very expensive. So many families and many homes decide not to install the AC due to economic and electricity cost reason. This is another funny question because yes, we do eat fries. It's not easily associated to Italy. Of course, we are easily associated to pasta and pizza and whatsoever, and carbs. Basically, carbs are living in our DNAs. So that's fine, that's true, it's absolutely true. But we also eat fries. We have McDonald's, we eat fries at burger restaurants, and we eat in common restaurants with, I don't know, meat or whatsoever. We don't cook that much fries in families at home because they're not considered very healthy for children and kids. So we don't cook that on a weekly or monthly basis. At least in my family, I can of course only speak for my family, but we don't use that ingredient. We don't use to fry very much. We fry other things, for example, melanzane, but fried potatoes and fries and chips, not that much. but we do eat them. I remember when I was a child at my grandma's house, my father's mom was called Maria, and she used to cook fries. Very, very simple. They look delicious and really tasted delicious. She just used to wash the potatoes, cut them in small slices, and put them in a pan with olive oil and then a pinch of salt on top of them. And I used to look forward to that recipe so much. I was, I believe, 8 or 9 years old. It's the fond memory of mine, and I really loved it. So yes, Italians eat fries. Yes, same as the previous question, the cost of electricity has been on the verge and it's very expensive. If you have two or more children, then it really impacts your monthly budget as a family. So you probably will decide to use the sun and the air because basically the sun and the air are free. So that's fine. If you have a balcone or a terrazzo, or if maybe you live in the countryside and you have space outside your door and you have a small garden or a little courtyard, then you will probably use to hang out and dry air your clothes.